Chris had a whole lot of gear, a whole lot of keyboards and kits, and we played around in there and jammed, and it was more or less like a hobby for all of us. Like, we just enjoyed jamming, so we just would play for like 6, 7, hours or whatever, and just keep playing, but we could never really get to a point where we could remember what we'd done or anything like that. So 4 years after that of intermittently jamming, we just decided to get together and write some songs and do things that we can play again, and then it just sort of kept expanding and
The name Wolfmother comes from a Tom Robbins novel. He has these chapters where he gets all quite psychedelic, and he's always talking about the Wolfmother wallpaper. So I was reading the book at the time and we were trying to decide on a name, and I suggested it, and it wasn't particularly embraced at first, but I think it just sort of, we adopted it and people thought it was suitable.
Chris texted through the name, and I got it like around Christmas time, I think, last year, and I was like, Wolfmother. I didn't even bother replying. This isn't gonna happen. And then we got another gig. Like, you lined up a gig through a friend, and yeah, he like sideswiped us and just told them that it was called Wolfmother. And no, not really. No, I'm just joking. And so then after the first gig, people were like, well, yeah, Wolfmother's alright, and so just Wolfmother. Just kind of rolled with it. Which is probably a good way for things to happen without having too much kind of, it's got to be the best name in the world, it's got to mean all these things to us.
Another interesting story is the Romulus and Remus, who were raised by wolves, which is, a lot of people think it's from that as well. But it's kind of becoming from that, the psychedelic aspect is really good in the children raised by wolves, so we're trying to fuse that sort of crazy kids raised by psychedelic wolves. We just came off the back of doing a Big Day Out festival in Australia as well, which was fantastic, massive crowds, and I think we just really stepped up to the occasion and embraced it and just fed off the audience. It was great.
Yeah, the songs really do sort of take on another sort of life when it's through a huge PA with that many people sort of reacting to it. We're doing a show at Mansions at New York, and then we're going to Texas to do, I think, 3 or 4 shows in Texas, Austin, Texas, South by Southwest. And then we go to LA to stock up on Botox and do a bit of facial rearrangement for all the press that's coming up for the album, and do some shows there too, I think, and then head back to Australia and do a tour, Australia, headline tour. We're not like established big band, but there definitely is a lot of interest, and this is like the first tour where we're going to do a national tour and do like pretty big, 1,800 seater venues, and just see how we go. Well, I listen to the Beatles and the Doors and all that kind of stuff.
I just listen to Bon Jovi.
Passionately.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of prog rock kind of stuff, like Yes and King Crimson and Floyd. Lots of Pink Floyd. The Beatles as well, I think we really quite love the Beatles.
Yeah.
Who don't?
Who don't?